I mean, we really have battled and been through a lot of things this season, and tonight's game is, or this afternoon's game is pretty similar to how our season has gone. We've played really well in stretches. We've seemed to have just get a little tentative in other parts of the games, and then we just find a way to finish. And today, we found a way to finish the game. But I was really pleased with the start. Obviously, we have some guys that are not with us that are under the weather. Kaylon couldn't even come out for senior night because he has, I think, an IV in his arm, trying to get ready for the game. So we really persevered and battled, and we seemed to run out of gas a little bit, but Fairfield just was relentless. They just kept coming. And we haven't seen a player quite like number 21 in our league or in this building in a long time. He's a pretty special player. Really hard matchup because he can really get to his left shoulder jump hook, and that shot is really unstoppable with the elevation that he gets. But I'm really proud of our guys' effort.
Questions? Bob, can you just talk about how you got so many big plays from so many different guys down the stretch? Demetrius draws the offensive, the charge. Get a big rebound from Ryan. These guys made big plays.
Yeah. You said a team. Tonight we were a team in a lot of good plays. The reminder was just to play defense on the floor down the stretch, and that's exactly how we were able to close it out with the charge. But you're right. It's good to see guys, especially a Demetrius Harris, who's been waiting for his turn. Evan, who's battled back from a bad back and an ankle, and all of our guys, Kaylon and Tony, from all of the injuries and things. It's just good to see all these guys really step up and make plays down the stretch.
I think 16-2 in second chance points. Your only second chance points were, of all people, Paris Scully fouling. Tony's miss.
Timely.
Yeah.
I think over a 7-footer, or at least we'll embellish a little bit, even if it didn't. It was just. You're right. We had a hard time keeping them off the glass. I mean, they're so much quicker to the ball than we were, but we found a way, and our start was key for us.
Yeah, can you talk about before the game what you were going through? And I understand you might have been. Were you thrown up in the locker room?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Just gotta kind of play through it a little bit. It was senior night, so I was planning on playing and hoping to play, and there before the start of the game, I didn't think I could, so we decided to get an IV in me, and I felt a lot better after that.
Tony, I think you scored a couple baskets coming out of timeouts down the stretch. Can you talk about those plays and how you got free? One was a 3, and I think one was a long 2.
Well, definitely on the inline out of bounds, they had trouble matching up on us, so I got a couple shots at the top there, and yeah, coming out of timeouts, we just draw up a play, and I mean, I was open, so.
You guys talk about, was there you had a big lead the whole game, and they come back. Was there a little bit of sense of panic there? You turned it over, I think, three possessions in a row. Kaylon, how'd you handle that when they were coming?
It seems like we do that every time we get up about 15 to 20. Always ends up being a close game at the end, but that starts with me as a point guard and a senior, just taking care of the ball. Things we'll look at on film, and we won't make the same mistake again.
You also had that huge basket at the end under the basket. Can you just talk about that? You drove and.
They didn't hedge out on me and realized I had a smaller guy on me and just try to make a play. Every time I jumped in the air for a pass, it was a turnover, so I decided just to take it to the basket.
Rob, you have a couple big games left now on the road. Can you talk about what this victory does for your team going into those games?
Well, we haven't won 2 games in a row in a long time, and we've accomplished that. And we're just trying to see what type of momentum we can get or gather as we finish the season, and it starts with getting some bodies on the floor. So I'm pleased that we were able to put together 2 games in a row. Now, down the stretch, we need to improve. But I think the one play that was probably the biggest was Shaq Bogus' 2 free throws, and his ability to come in the game and then come out. And his comment was, "Finish the game, Kaylon." And it's good to see that. It's good to see that maturity guys growing up like Shaq. But I was very pleased with that, and I'll make sure that he understands that because that shows a lot, and it shows that he's willing to do whatever it takes for this team, and his free throws were huge. But we're just trying to get some momentum going, and it's just one at a time for us right now.
Kaylon, you seen flashes out of Shaq that lets you feel good about where he's headed and where the team is headed once you're gone?
Oh yeah, I mean, he's a freshman, and that second part of the season is where those guys usually get a comfortable feel, and he's done that as of late. And with me being either injury or unhealthy, he's came in and gave us a good spark, and he'll be big for us down this stretch and going to the tournament. I think it's key, having another guy who can handle the ball and run an offense, break down a defense. But I like him out there on the court with me, or if he's taking me out the game for a breather. He's getting very comfortable and good future ahead of him.
Coach, was when he had both your point guards out at the same time on the court, Boga took the ball up the court. Was that to give Kaylon a little blow so he wouldn't have to work so hard there?
Yeah, no, we've done that with Paris too. So at one point, I'm not sure if Paris was on the court, but we might have had 3 of the guys that can handle the ball on the court. And it had a lot to do with their pressure. We really had a lot of respect for Fairfield's pressure, and we were anticipating some more traps in the half court, some really hawking the ball like they did late in the game, and we just wanted to take some pressure off Kaylon at times and get him out on the wing. And the other part of it too is that we really didn't have another sub out on the wing with Ryan Haggerty be down. We have Evan Richards, but then after that, we really didn't have another sub on the wing, so we had to have Kaylon and those guys do double duty.
Well said. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Gary, move out this way, and then, Coach, as always, if you wouldn't mind, with an opening thought or two, and then we'll go ahead and take any questions.
Well, first of all, I'm happy for the seniors, and I'd like to say thanks to, I have two of them here with Kaylon and Tony, and then Ryan's out on the court. We'd like to say, first of all, say thank you to these guys for, I mean, we really have battled and been through a lot of things this season, and tonight's game is, or this afternoon's game is pretty similar to how our season has gone. We've played really well in stretches.